What if your mortgage payment just stopped costing you anything? Not paid off, not refinanced, replaced by an investment portfolio that quietly covers it every single month while you sleep. This isn't a fantasy. Real people are doing it. But almost every YouTube video selling this strategy is leaving out the part that actually makes it work. Today, you're getting the real version, the math, the timeline, and the exact two-stage plan that turns your mortgage from your biggest expense into a number you stop thinking about. Let's get into it. Meet Mark. Mark is 38. He's an IT project manager in Phoenix. He bought his house 3 years ago. His mortgage payment is $1,800 a month. And like every other homeowner in America, that payment is the single biggest line item on his budget. Mark has been told his whole life that paying off the mortgage early is the smart move. Throw extra money at the principal, knock years off the loan, be debt-free as fast as possible. But Mark just watched a YouTube video that flipped his entire worldview. The video promised something different. Don't pay off the mortgage at all. Instead, build an investment portfolio that pays the mortgage for you, forever. Now Mark is sitting there wondering, is this real? Or is it just another internet scheme? Here's the truth. The core idea is real. The execution most YouTubers are teaching is broken. Let me explain what the strategy actually is in plain English. A mortgage is what's called a fixed liability. It's a bill that costs you the same amount every month, like clockwork. $1,800 every single month for 30 years. Now imagine an investment account that does the opposite. Instead of taking money from you every month, it pays you. Every 30 days, money lands in your account, automatically, whether you're working, sleeping, or on vacation in Italy. If that investment account pays you more than $1,800 a month, your mortgage stops being a problem. The investment covers it. You still owe the bank, technically, but the cost has been transferred. Your portfolio is now paying your mortgage instead of you. That's the strategy. That's the entire idea. And mathematically, there's nothing wrong with it. The question is, how do you actually build that investment account? And how long does it really take? To make this work, you need an investment that pays you cash on a regular basis. That's where Dividend ETFs come in. An ETF is just a bucket that holds a bunch of stocks at once. When you buy one share of the ETF, you're buying a tiny slice of everything inside it. Simple. A dividend ETF is one that focuses on stocks that pay dividends, regular cash payments to shareholders. The most popular ones for this strategy are JEPQ, JEPI, and SCHD. JEPQ and JEPI are special. They're called covered call ETFs, which is a fancy way of saying they generate extra income by selling options contracts on the stocks they hold. The result is a much higher monthly payment than a regular dividend ETF. Right now, JEPQ pays roughly 10% per year in dividends. JEPI pays about 8%. SCHD pays around 3.5%. So Mark looks at JEPQ, 10% yield. He thinks, if I just buy enough JEPQ to generate $1,800 a month, I'm done. Let's do that math. At 10% annual yield, generating $1,800 a month, which is $21,600 a year, requires a portfolio of $216,000. That's the magic number Mark needs to hit. The question is how fast he can get there, and that's where the YouTube version of this strategy starts to fall apart. The viral version of this strategy promises you can erase your mortgage in 4 years. 4 years. That number is doing a lot of heavy lifting in those thumbnails. So let's see what it actually takes to hit it. Mark decides to contribute $500 a month into JEPQ. That's a serious amount of money for most people. It's the kind of money you have left over only if your finances are already in good shape. At $500 a month, reinvesting every dividend, here's what happens. Mark hits the $1,800 monthly income mark in 19 years. Not 4. 19. Let's try $1,000 a month. That's $1,000 of extra money after taxes every single month for years on end. Most American households cannot do this. At $1,000 a month, Mark hits the target in just under 13 years. Better. Still not 4. How about $2,000 a month? At $2,000 a month, the timeline drops to about 8 years, closer to the promise. Still double what the viral videos claim. So how do you actually erase your mortgage in 4 years? You'd need to contribute $5,000 a month. $60,000 a year, after taxes, for 4 straight years. If you can do that, congratulations. You're already wealthy, and you don't need this video. The 4-year promise is real. It just requires being rich first. That's the part the thumbnails don't show you. But before you get discouraged, here's where this gets interesting, because there's a smarter version of this strategy, one that cuts years off the timeline without requiring a 6-figure contribution rate. Here's what the viral version gets wrong. It tells you to dump all your money into JEPQ from day one and reinvest the dividends. That sounds smart, but it isn't. Because JEPQ is built for one thing: generating income, not growing fast. The way JEPQ creates the 10% yield is by capping its upside. The fund sells options that limit how much the share price can grow. You get the income, but you give up most of the growth. Over the long run, JEPQ has returned about 8% total per year. The S&P 500 has returned about 10%. That 2% difference doesn't sound like much. Over 20 years, it's the difference between $250,000 and $370,000 on the same monthly contribution. So here's the smarter strategy. It comes in 2 stages. Stage 1 is the growth stage. For the first several years, you don't buy JEPQ, you buy a regular total market index fund, something like VOO or VTI. These funds don't pay much in dividends, but they grow fast, about 10% per year on average historically. You let that account grow. You ignore it. You don't touch the dividends. You don't panic when the market drops. You just keep adding money every month like clockwork. Stage 2 is the conversion stage. Once your portfolio reaches the target size, around $270,000 if you want to cover a $1,800 mortgage payment, you flip the switch. You sell the growth ETF and buy the high-yield ETF. Now your portfolio starts paying you $1,800 a month, every month, automatically. Here's why this works better. During the years your money is growing, you want maximum growth. You don't need the income yet, you're still working. Once you have enough capital built up, you switch into income mode. You're using the right tool for each stage of the journey. With this 2-stage approach, Mark, contributing $500 a month, hits his target in about 17 years instead of 19. At $1,000 a month, just under 12 years. At $2,000 a month, about 7.5 years. Faster across the board, same contribution, just smarter sequencing. Now we have to address something the viral videos completely ignore. Your mortgage rate matters a lot. Mark has a 6.5% mortgage. That's pretty standard for anyone who bought a house in the last few years. At 6.5%, here's the comparison. If Mark takes that $500 a month and just pays it directly on the mortgage as extra principal, his mortgage is gone in about 16 years. House paid off, free and clear. If Mark uses the smarter 2-stage investment strategy, his portfolio covers the mortgage payment in about 17 years. But he still owes the bank the remaining balance on the loan. At 6.5%, those 2 outcomes are basically tied. The math doesn't scream that one is better than the other. There's an argument for either approach. Now let's rewind. What if Mark had bought during the pandemic? What if his mortgage rate is 3%? Everything changes. At 3%, paying off the mortgage with $500 a month extra takes about 19 years. But the investment strategy hits the income target in about 15.5 years. The investment wins by nearly 4 years. And at the end, you still have all that capital. The mortgage gets covered, and you have a portfolio worth $250,000. This is the key insight. The investment strategy gets dramatically more powerful as your mortgage rate gets lower. At 3%, it's a no-brainer. At 6.5%, it's a coin flip. Above 7%, just pay the mortgage. Why? Because you're running an arbitrage. You're trying to earn more on your investments than your mortgage is costing you. The bigger that gap, the better the strategy works. If you're going to actually do this strategy, 3 things will make or break it. First, use the right account. Dividend ETFs like JEPQ pay out what's called ordinary income. That gets taxed at your regular income tax rate, the same rate as your salary. For most people, that means 22 to 24% of every dividend disappears to the IRS. If you hold these inside a Roth IRA, the dividends are tax-free forever. Inside a 401k, they're tax deferred. In a regular brokerage account, you bleed a big chunk to taxes every year. Same investment, dramatically different outcome. Use the tax-advantaged accounts first, always. Second, oversize your portfolio. The dividend payments from JEPQ aren't steady. One month, it might pay you $2,000. The next month, only $1,200. If you build your portfolio to just barely cover your $1,800 mortgage at the peak, you'll be short in the down months. Build for 130% coverage. If your mortgage is $1,800, aim for a portfolio that generates around $2,340 a month in average dividends. That buffer protects you from the swings. Third, don't borrow against your portfolio thinking it's free money. Some videos pitch this as a hack. Take a loan against your investments instead of selling them. The problem is when the market drops, the bank can demand you pay that loan back immediately. They'll force you to sell your investments at the worst possible time. People got wiped out doing this in 2022. If you take that route, treat it like fire. Keep your loan amount tiny relative to your portfolio size. Let's be honest about who this strategy actually fits. This works best for people with low mortgage rates. If you locked in a 3 or 4% mortgage during the pandemic, you have one of the cheapest forms of debt in history. Don't pay it off. Use the investment strategy. This works well for people with steady, predictable income. If your job is rock solid and you can commit $500 to $2,000 a month for over a decade, you have the runway this strategy needs. This works for people who can stomach watching their portfolio drop 30% in a bad year and not panic. Because that will happen, probably multiple times. This does not work for people with mortgage rates above 7%. Above that level, paying off the mortgage outperforms most realistic investment returns, and it's a lot less stressful. This does not work for people without an emergency fund. If a single car repair would force you to liquidate your investments, you're not ready for this. Build the emergency fund first. Always. And this absolutely does not work if you can't resist touching the money. The whole strategy depends on leaving it alone for 15 to 20 years. If you're going to raid the account when your friend invites you on a Vegas trip, just pay off your mortgage instead. So let's come back to Mark. Mark watched a YouTube video that promised he could erase his mortgage in 4 years. He almost believed it, almost moved a chunk of his savings into JEPQ that same week. Here's what Mark actually does instead. He opens a Roth IRA. He sets up an automatic transfer of $500 a month. For the first 10 or 12 years, that money buys VOO, a plain, boring S&P 500 fund. He doesn't check the balance obsessively. He doesn't panic when the market crashes. He just keeps buying. Around year 15, his account crosses $270,000. He sells the VOO and buys JEPQ. The next month, $2,000 in dividends hits his account. His mortgage payment goes out a few days later. He doesn't feel it. The money was never his to begin with. Mark didn't erase his mortgage in 4 years. He erased it in 15. And along the way, he built a portfolio that will keep paying him long after the house is paid off. The viral version of this strategy is a fantasy. The real version takes longer, but it actually works. And it works without gambling on margin loans, without watching your dividends crash 40% during a bad year, and without trusting some guy on YouTube who's really just trying to sell you a course. If you have a low-rate mortgage, this strategy can genuinely transform your finances. Just go in with your eyes open. Pick the right account. Use the 2-stage approach. Give it the time it deserves. Your mortgage doesn't have to be your biggest expense forever. It just has to be paid by something other than you. And now you know how to make that happen.